Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Today, I would like to share with you with information that I think is important for all of you to know. As you probably know, that there is constantly a war is going on in the universe between dark forces and supreme power forces. And that kind of war is going on over here too. Why? Because for centuries, even for thousands of years, this the people on the earth, they had unfortunately very bad situation related to the power of the influence of dark forces. Dark forces is not only shaitan, is not only Iblis and his army, of course, because thousands and thousands years ago, as you probably know from history, that there were other civilizations lived on our planet before we came to existence. So, and those some of those powers, I mean, some of those creatures turned into, unfortunately, turned against us because they joined hands with the dark forces, and they are going against us because they would like to continue to run the power in this world, in our world. Why? Because you see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created people, when He created human, He gave very important feature, that is freedom of choice. When any human being can freely choose which way he would like to go, he or she would like to go. Although destiny is already been written, but the choice is still there. The human being can change his decision according to his will. That is why, unfortunately, these dark forces, they were successful by gaining the momentum, and they have been influencing this population on Earth for thousands of years by creating, unfortunately, creating wars, creating lie around everywhere. There's so much of deception, so much of double standards, so much of, as you know, again from history, and slavery period of time, the feudalism, and even during the capitalism, there was so much of discrimination. And it is still going on because slavery still is in existence. And slavery, I'm talking about not only physical slavery of the human being, but also mental slavery. When people have to follow the instructions of the power, instruction of the ruler of the country, because these dark forces who do not have face for us, for humans, they've been acting through the people, through those who have selected, who have been who they have selected, and who by their own will agreed to work. Like we know that Zionists, some of them, who agreed to work for them and follow their instructions. So this is how these dark forces have occupied not only the planet Earth, but also minds and in many cases the livelihood of these people on the Earth, on the planet. So today we see all that result of that slavery, of that control and manipulation that they've been doing over the people on the planet. And we can see how much of injustice today, how much of lie, how much of situations where we can see clearly that there is a lie and unfortunately lack of our own control over our lives. And by the way, we can control only our mind. We can control only what we think. Nothing else human can control, by the way. But at the same time, if we are, for example, following the instruction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are doing what has already been shown to us by Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, but we are not doing it, for example, and we are turning to the left and right and all sorts of choosing all sorts of ways, except what has been prescribed for us, then of course we are ourselves involved in that. This is how it happens today. This is how today, for example, the injustice takes place, and people like Imran Khan gets in the situation where he is right now, where all that what is happening around seems like it is correct because it is happening by rulers, but of course each and everybody in your society knows that this is absolute deception. This is impossible, that the situation in the country is the way the people of the country want. Not, of course. Majority of the people don't want to live the way they live right now. Of course, this dark forces aim was to put people on their knees, to put the chains around every neck, not only those who are simple people who just try to live from day to day, and not only them, but also those who are ruling today the world, ruling the countries. That is why the slavery of human being, of people, are being taken by these dark forces into serious control, and they've been actually enrooted themselves into our planet. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala observe all that. Of course, everything is happening according to the destiny, and our life is predestined. But anyhow, as we can see that in many cases, human beings, they did not follow the instructions of 124,000 messengers who came with the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But at the same time, the people who have been seeing all that, believed in that in their own times, they in any case further, their children, grandchildren then turned from the way, and today we see the mess around of the world. So today, as we can see that for example, people who say truth, they are in prison, who are just, they are in prison or killed. Those who are trying to be free and demand freedom or fighting for their rights, they're in prison or they're killed. So what does it show? It shows that the entire system of the ruling today in the entire world, actually, this is happening. The ruling system, the system of political system, and those who are sitting, of course, not everybody, okay? Some countries are quite well, very good presidents of some of the countries. So one of them, in fact, Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, is a very good person. So like that, there are many other countries. Today I will not talk about that, but particularly, but I would say that in many countries today, the presidents of the country, the rulers, unfortunately, they follow that system of control and manipulation to control the human being, control his or her physical and mental, and even in some cases spiritual condition. So they just take everything into their hands, and they demand that people should live according to their will, not the will of the person. Actually, every human being was created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be free. Rights of the human being are respected, and they must be respected. And first of all, we ourselves have to respect our rights. We ourselves have to respect and love ourselves. We ourselves have to be clear about what is justice and truth, and we have to follow these rules, okay? We have to, first of all, identify that within ourselves. We have to understand that, and we have to teach our children that, and we must walk according to that. But don't be double standard, like say one thing and do another and think about something else. So it is very thin line, and only brave people, they would remain honest, adil, and adil, as we say also, the truthful and just, of course. So today, in today's world, what this war which is going on, as in the cosmos as well as in our planet, is all related to the power, because those people, those dark forces were not only shaitan, as I said, but some other creatures have also participating. I would say that they are without face. So those creatures without face, as well as people who are supporting them on earth, they, of course, these forces have to diminish and reduce to the level of zero. So that is why you and me today, each and everybody, we just have to be strong enough to fight for our rights, for the freedom, because we don't have to be, for the rest of our lives or the lives of our children, to be slaves of dark forces. We have to stop it immediately. That is why I have to tell you today this, that the dark forces, the date of ending this war as they plan, by 2028, they plan to stop it. Stop in terms of not to lose. Of course, they believe that they will win, and they're still fighting. They're still fighting for our minds, for our lives, for the deception that they're doing all around us, and of course, continue to start wars everywhere as much as possible, so that more people would die, more people will start to hate each other, more people will fight with each other and live in conflicts all the time. So this is what they created, and this is what they would like to maintain. And they expect that by 2028 they will win, and they will get it all of it. I mean, but of course, all of us know that there was no any fight or war that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lost. Of course, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is winner, and we believe in that, and because He's supreme power, and there is nobody else who can overcome His strength, and He knows better. However, I would like to, using this opportunity, I would like to approach those people who are working today in secret services, in police, in army, in government, as government officials. I am approaching you with one request. Just think about your own hearts, in what condition they are, what kind of truth you are carrying. Are you carrying truth, or you are supporting the dark forces and you are enjoying that slavery? You prefer that chain around your neck? You prefer when shaitan dictates the terms? Or you prefer to listen for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught you to do through Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? What you prefer in this life, right side or wrong side, white side or black side, which you prefer, which side you prefer? Ask your heart. Because if you will say that, no, I deep inside of my heart, I believe I am just, I'm honest, I don't want any war, I don't want to come against people. So what are you doing? Tell me, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you not still releasing Imran Khan from prison? Why don't you just do something good by releasing all innocent people from prison? Why don't you just say some correct words, the adl words, the just words, fair words to people around you, to yourself, to your colleagues, everywhere? Where are you? Why don't you say the truth? You know the truth. Around yourself, you know the truth. So why do you keep it? Why do you hide it? Just because shaitan taught you to do that? Or why are you doing that? Are you going against people? Are you fighting against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Because what you're doing right now in Pakistan, you are doing that. You are fighting against supreme power forces by deceiving people, by lying to them, by protecting those who are actually slaves of shaitan and dark forces in whole. You are supporting them. Can't you understand that? You are supporting dark forces today, and you are doing it as if it is your dignity and honor. Come on, get up from your knees, clean up your shalwar, and start to do good things, okay? Which is right according to your spiritual belief, according to your mind that is teaching you to be good. Your parents taught you, your grandparents taught you to be kind, to be honest, to be fair. But what are you doing today? So ask yourself this question, because tomorrow it will be too late. By 2028, we must win. The supreme power forces must win. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will win in any case, okay, with or without us. He will win. But we, depend how we will behave right now. It depends on what kind of decisions we are taking. Tomorrow we will be judged in this world and hereafter. Moreover, the new era that is coming towards us, that is wonderful era, has never been for thousands of years. We didn't see that light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is coming now. And if you don't want to be there, if you don't want your children to be there, if you don't want to enjoy that life of kindness, justice, the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you don't want to be part of that beautiful era, then stay where you are. Okay, continue to walk on your knees in the chain of shaitan. It's up to you. You want to work for Iblis? Okay, go ahead and work for Iblis. It's your choice. You want to stay on the bright side with supreme power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Then make your choice today. Be honest with yourself, first of all. Be honest, be truthful, be just, and start acting. Not only niyat. If you have niyat, it's good. But like Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, that act. If you can't act, then at least say something. If you can't say, at least think about it. But I would like to turn it upside down. Say that first put niyat, then say something, then do something, and do only best for people who knows, maybe you will be able to save your nation, because that destiny that already been written, in case if people, at least 90% of the population, if they are on the right path, all that bad coming destiny may be turned back. It may not come to existence if people will wash it away, clean it away, by cleaning their own hearts, first of all, cleaning their own minds, first of all. So what you have to do, first of all, clear up your country. Each and every person who you meet, try to clear up his mind or his heart from by good words, by explanation how one has to live. If you see deception, stop him from that. If you see that he's unjust, stop him from that. But please try to do it through love, through respect, through protection of human rights. And only that way you will succeed. And only that way you will be able to escape from that kind of disaster that may be coming to your country. Like I explained in the previous video, that it may be coming to you. Allah Malik. But I personally believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so kind, so that any kind of, if there is any small chance to remove the kahar from people, He will remove from people that kahar. Believe me. But prove that you are acting. Prove Him that you are able to serve Him, not shaitan, not Iblis, by acting good. Okay, clear up the environment inside of yourself, around yourself, and first of all start from your heart by removing all that negativity, all that toxicity that has been brought by shaitan into your country, into your lives, into your government, into your army or police or secret services. Everything should be completely cleared up from mess of shaitan. And all of you, whoever still protecting injustice, I advise you, remove your chain, stand up from your knees, and say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I am on your way, I am on your path, and I promise that I will be with you. Wherever you, supreme power, will direct me, I will go that way. Only for justice, only for truth, and only for your nur, I am ready to die. If you will be like that, and you will not only say that, but you will act like that, then you will see changes may come and wonders may take place. All I want is 2028. All I want is that by 2028 on our earth, there'll be no chance, not even little chance for shaitan, for dark forces to stay here. No even little chance. That's why we have to pass to each other this information, that we have to help each other to start clean life, where only purity, only Paki life has to take place. Only purity in our tongue, in our minds, in our hands, only cleanness, and all that is open, truthful, and of course just, fair. So I wish each and every of you, every family and every individual, I wish you happiness, prosperity. I wish you that you will be free from any kind of slavery, any kind of darkness, be it in your mind or around you. And it is in your hands, because I know that from little flame, that fire of kindness, the truthful and just society may occur. It is all in our hands. And with no fight, with no bloodshed, with no unrest, it may happen if we prove to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we are able to do that. But if not, then choice is yours. Okay, thank you for your attention. See you next time. Have a nice time. Thank you.